local people, local news and events, local sports, local matters. For all things Lloydminster area, this is Live with Kurt Price.
Hey, welcome inside the Lloydminster Exhibition. We're here for the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo that's on today and runs through Sunday each day. And we are excited to talk with Stephen from the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout here. We'll do that in a couple of minutes. And also joining us on the show today, we have Brandy Schwenk and Teri Arnott. They're here joining us from I Love AB Boobs to talk about A Rock for a Cure, which is coming up March 22nd, and tickets are selling fast on that. It's here at the exhibition in the WS Convention Center. I want to remind you, at the new Lloydminster Nissan, the new models are arriving each and every day. So if you're looking to get into a bigger family vehicle, you want to check out the brand new redesigned Armada or the Armada Pro 4X, which is not only a brand new redesign, but a brand new model for Nissan. And they've totally redesigned the 2025 Muranos as well, and they come in some spectacular colors. So have a look at one of those awesome redesigned Muranos. You love the exterior, and you're really going to love the interior on those vehicles as well. And of course, we have a great selection of the 2025 Kicks, which is super popular right now. Well, we remind you, Superior Water specializes in nothing but water, and with over 22 years in the business, they're proud and confident that their water and their service is superior. For iron filters, water softeners, reverse osmosis distillers, chlorine removal, and H2S odor removal, you want to give Superior Water a call. 780-875-6636, or you can stop in and visit them on their 57th Avenue location right beside Sheepskin Loft, and stay hydrated with pure, clean water. I drink Superior Water because I like the taste, and after all, it is superior water. Well, the Lloydminster Exhibition is our home for the next couple of shows, because we're right back here tomorrow. We'll be back here tomorrow afternoon for the Border City Collectors Club show and sale, and that show starts at 5 tomorrow afternoon. It runs until 9 p.m. and then the doors are open again for the reverse on Saturday. They'll be open from 9 to 5, and admission is just $5 for adults, $15 for families, and that money is donated to different charities in and around Lloydminster. A chance to win some door prizes, and tomorrow you never know what you're going to find when you come to the show and sale. Each year there's something else that's always popular, and Brad Paguzzi told us that this year, with the Border City Collectors Club, that there are a few popular items out there that you might not even think would be that popular.
Maps, the old travel maps. Yeah, people are finding the old travel maps, like the old railway maps, things like that. Elevator memorabilia is another one that's coming back.
The Todd Gustafson Battle of the Badges Memorial Hockey Game is next Saturday, March 15th, between the Lloydminster RCMP Detachment and the Lloydminster Fire Department. The doors open at 11:30. Entry is by cash or a food donation in support of Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Lloydminster, the Olive Tree, and the Salvation Army Food Bank. Puck drop goes at noon. And I was at last year's game, and it got a little testy. Not like New York testy, but it got a little chippy. And the Lakeland College Apex Automation Rustlers women's hockey team is into the league finals again this year, looking for a championship. And they will have home ice advantage when they host Red Deer for 3 games this weekend, all of them at the Russ Robertson Arena. You can catch the games tomorrow night and Saturday night, both starting at 7. Sunday afternoon's game starts at 3. And I know the ladies would love to see a packed rink for that one. Local seniors are invited to the Legacy Center on March 13th for the Lloydminster Seniors Information Fair. The fair runs from 1 to 3 and features 25 vendors, 2 breakout sessions, and it is a chance to see just what our city has to offer for our senior citizens. And there are now under 100 tickets remaining for Irish Pub Night on March 15th, presented by the Border City Rotary Club. The club has moved Irish Pub Night into the Nissan Hall, and Les Hansen told us, of course, there will be green beer, and he hopes lots of green costumes as well.
The biggest thing is to have some fun. So we're going to give away a beer mug when you walk in the door. You're going to get some beads. We're going to have best dressed costumes. We got all the normal games, from throwing rubber boots around to finding some stew or whatever it is. So we got lots of fun. The costume thing, we get a lot of people coming dressed up, so we're trying to encourage that, and just Get us everyone shoulder to shoulder mingling around.
Tickets, once again, selling fast are just $25 each. Congratulations to Lori Harris, who was this week's Cupcakes for Caregivers recipient. Cupcakes for Caregivers is an opportunity for you or a group of people to nominate a special caregiver. I say a group because it was Lori's co-workers, most of which were her former students, that nominated her as a special caregiver. And many of them told us directly when we arrived at the Native Friendship Center to present those cupcakes that Lori is just a huge influence on all of them and has been in their lives and careers and their teaching careers for a long, long time. So again, on behalf of Lloydminster Sobeys and the Lloydminster and District United Way, congratulations to Lori Harris. You can get your nominations in for a caregiver that's special to you by emailing livewithkurtprice@gmail.com. Just tell us about that caregiver. Well, they're committed, certified, reliable, and help you get your life back. BioClean Disaster Services is Lloydminster's local restoration company, and they're also Lloydminster's largest restoration company. 1-833-246-8326. Taking care of your property, taking care of your belongings, taking care of all of that is very important, but what really matters to BioClean Disaster Services is treating you and your family with care, and they do so because they know what it's like to go through something like a flood or any kind of wind disaster or fire, anything like that. So keeping you up to date and keeping communication lines open is what BioClean Disaster Services is all about, taking care of you and your family. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we have got Brandy and Teri here to talk to us about Rock for a Cure, which is coming up March 22nd, and they have brought in, this is the 16th annual, if you can believe it, and they've brought in another fantastic band that they get asked for over and over and over again. That's going to be a really fun night. We've got the details when we come back.
At Diamond 7 Meats, we work with local farm families to provide a high-quality product and a great selection for you. Try our mouth-watering smokies, pulled pork, roast beef, and more, made pure and natural with no additives or fillers. We offer custom processing, and our experienced team works for you to provide a selection of sausage, burgers, and jerkies made to your specifications. Take your grilling to the next level with a Yoder smoker. Complete the grilling experience with Canadian-made, award-winning line of House of Q barbecue sauces. We're locally owned and operated, and we look forward to seeing you today.
At CK McKean Roofing, they understand what it took to put that roof over your head for your family. With over 20 years of experience under their belt, they strive to show you that with their workmanship and their integrity. Not all roofing companies are created equal, and that's why CK McKean Roofing encourages you to focus on your most important investments, your home and your family. CK McKean Roofing. Roofers do it on top.
At Lloydminster and District Co-op, membership matters more. Because being part of a co-op means you're connected to something bigger than yourself. From long-held legacy by those who built our communities, to people you call family, friends, and neighbors. When you're a Lloyd Co-op member, you're an owner in a local business that prides itself on purpose alongside profit. You earn cash back, you help support causes that matter most, and you're building a better way of life for the next generation. Membership matters more.
Discover Wellings and experience and discover more freedom with every choice you make. Join Wellings for a spring open house on Saturday, April 12th. Enjoy some refreshments, tour the community, and uncover a stress-free and carefree way of life again. That's Saturday, April 12th from 10 to 4. Discover your 55-plus lifestyle at Wellings of Lloydminster, 3211 72nd Avenue on the Alberta side. Visit wellingsoflloydminster.com to get more information. Well, we're excited here at the Lloydminster Exhibition to be at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo that is happening now through Sunday. And so if you're looking for a hot tub, this is definitely the place to come. And I think you're going to love that the prices are all clearly marked on the hot tubs as well. So it makes finding your starting point a whole lot easier when you're looking to put together a new backyard, something like that. We are excited to have Brandy Schwenk with us, and also Teri Arnott is here, and they're with the I Love Alberta Boobs, and they're here to talk to us specifically about Rock for a Cure, which is happening on March the 22nd. It's only a couple weeks away. Ladies, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us.
So tell us about I Love Alberta Boobs first.
Okay, well, if you don't know who we are, which seems crazy at this point, but we started 2009, 10, whatever. Rock for a Cure was started in 2010. Basically, I did a walk for breast cancer just to see if I could walk 60 kilometers. It turns out I could, but you had to fundraise to do it. And I had never done that before. And our team was actually really good at it. We met my co-founder, Rebecca. We started the next year, I Love Alberta Boobs. And we just kept doing this walk. It was the weekend to end breast cancer, and then it was the weekend to end women's cancers, and then they canceled it. And so we thought at that point, what should we do? And like I said, we were really good at fundraising for some reason. And so we just decided to start fundraising on our own and donating it. At that time, it went to a pre-phase 1 clinical trials unit. And then with Rebecca, she was a survivor. She was fighting constantly. About every second year, her cancer would flare up. She'd fight it. She kicked butt so many times. I loved her. And then in 2017, it went to her brain, and she lost her battle, and it was awful watching her in the hospital. I drove there. She was in Calgary, and you have to pay for parking. You have to pay for your food. And I watched her husband and her parents every day paying for these little things that aren't covered by healthcare. And that's when we decided, talked to Teri, and we're like, we have to start giving this back to the people who are actually fighting, and help cover those expenses that aren't covered by healthcare or any other benefits.
Well, and it's even the bills at home. When your spouse is there supporting you, you can't pay your bills at home. So we want to help those people so that spouse can be there to support that other one, and not have to worry about coming home and their power being shut off, or a repo of their vehicle, or things like that. It's a horrible reality for people who are fighting cancer.
Yeah. Well, and the great thing is, like you say, the money stays local. You're giving it to people who actually need it right here in our community and surrounding area. And you've helped, how many people would you say you've helped?
Oh, goodness. I just figured that out the other day too, and I can't remember. Since we've been doing it directly, I think it was... because we were doing about 8 a year?
Yeah.
And then we increased it to about 12.
I would have to say about
7. Was it 7 years we've been doing that?
Yeah.
So even 70 people.
That's impressive.
Wow. I've never even sat down and thought about our number for it. That just shocks
No,
me.
I literally just figured it out the other day. I'm like, I wonder how many people we've actually helped. And the dollar value had fluctuated as we were able to grow it. And I mean, this community itself, I mean, you've seen it 1,000 times. This community is incredible, constantly stepping up for things.
Yeah, when I think typical Lloyd, I don't think what other people think. I think about what people do for us when I think of typical Lloyd.
Yeah.
Because it's typical for us.
It's typical for them to help, yeah.
I'm with you. When we say it's about, like Lloyd is about the people, it's definitely about the people. It's disappointing to hear so many people need help.
Yeah.
But it's so nice to hear that that you guys are doing this for them and for them directly.
Yeah.
And seeing
Well,
the results of what you're doing too.
Yes.
Like it's rewarding for you
Yeah.
guys too to go, this is what we're doing, guys. When you bring people to Rockford, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing it for.
Yeah. And actually now we've had to change a few things due to some regulations. So what we're offering now are comfort care packages. So we're going to be helping not just breast cancer patients, but all cancer patients. Anybody as a new intake at the Lloydminster Hospital chemo department is going to get one of our comfort care packages now. So they'll include certain types of gift cards,
Right.
among those things that will help with
Different expenses.
different expenses. Yeah. But now we don't have to like choose. Like, are you more qualified? Are you more qualified? Which is what we were having to do. There was a whole
and
application process.
That is the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life.
Yeah.
We were thankful a lot of times when our quarter would come up that we only had enough people asking for the money that we had. But there has been times where we've had to tell someone's story. We can't help you.
Yeah.
That's stressful.
Yeah, so now we're going to be able to help at least, they say 5 to 10 per month. So we could be helping upwards of 100 people a year now instead of the 12 or 8 that we were doing before. Like, we're partnered with the Lloydminster Health Foundation, and through them and with them, we can help so many more people now. So we're so grateful to them and the community.
Let's talk about how you raise those funds. Let's talk about Rock for a Cure.
Yes. So Rock for a Cure, it really started because I knew a guy in a band, and someone said, let's have a concert. I'm like, okay, let's do that. So we started it that way. It grew. I don't know if you remember back, like, I don't even know how long ago it was, like
goodness.
8-10 years ago. We had like Brett Michaels
I do
come.
remember that.
Yeah. And that was,
Default, the
Yeah,
Tupelo
because when
Honey.
you had Brett Michaels come, I was out of town. I couldn't go.
oh, I'm so sorry you
But
missed
that
it.
was.
Oh,
yeah, I
it
do
was an
remember that.
amazing
I started
concert.
following Brett on Twitter because of that.
Yeah, I
excellent.
actually still do.
Yeah, me too. I still do.
So we've had some big names, but then we had a bad year. The economy kind of went down. We had to cancel our event, which is sad for any event. And so happy to see Irish Pub Night back. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's incredible. But yeah, we had to take a break, and then we kind of started having to rebuild again. We had lost some money the year before that, and so rebuilding, we kind of went towards cover bands. And I reached out to a friend of mine who does bookings in the city, and she introduced us to Chronic Rock, and I fell in love with Deanna, their lead singer, right away. Like, we're really good friends now, even whether we hire them or not.
Yeah,
Like,
she's an amazing person, and that girl can sing anything.
actually
Anybody.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we started with them, and what is it, our 5th year with them now?
I think so. 5th or 6th year.
Yeah.
We lost track because we love them so much.
Well, and again, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Like,
Yeah.
people are coming and they're having a great time and they're dancing and they're just, it's just, someone told me the other day, or at it last year, she said, I've never been before. She's like, I've always wanted to and I've never been, but she said, I want to tell you how easy it is here. She's like, it's so comfortable. And she's like, thank you for doing that.
So, like, Chronic, like, what kind of music? Like, are we talking, like, heavy metal? Are we talking everything in between? What are we talking?
It's not my heavy metal that I'd prefer.
No, she sings more to my heart. She's more, she does 80s covers. She
Pop.
does 90s, anything right up to stuff that's absolutely current.
Okay.
Yeah, because last year,
And-
didn't she do Miley Cyrus's
Yes.
Flowers? Is that what
Yep.
that song's called? I don't know.
Yeah,
Yep, she did.
You're the heavy.
Yeah, and the great thing about them is we've had them for so many years. You'd think that it would start, okay, we've heard this. Every year they change it up enough so that they sound fresh and new every time they walk through our door, which is just amazing to us.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Do you have a lot of the same people coming? Going, I know this event. This is a fun
Yes.
event. You got to
Yeah.
come to this event.
I'd say at least 50%, if not more, is repeat. It's repeat customers. Honestly, in our sponsorship sales, it took me 5 minutes to sell our sponsorships. I reached out to the ones that sponsored us last year, and they were all on board. Like, I'm not even sure they looked at our packages. They're just like, yep, we're in.
Who are some of those sponsors?
Well, we have to name, obviously, our title sponsor. They are so committed to what we do. IG Private Wealth Management, Schiller Spence and Associates. Love them. They come to our events. They're a hoot, so fun, and they honestly step up every year. I just send them an email like, are you guys in? They're like, not a question, just send us the bill.
Okay.
And then we've got like Richardson's Jewelry, G-Force Diesel, obviously. My husband's going to do what I ask him nicely to do.
Yeah, he got voluntold.
Yeah. Keep on trucking.
And so did his dollars. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And Breitling Equipment. And Breitling, I'm going to give them a quick shout out because they started donating to us last year. Out of the blue, they contacted us, and they are selling pink stuffing boxes. If you're not in oil field, you don't know what that is. It's like a downhole muffler filter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
stuffed with stuff.
Okay.
It's stuffed with stuff. But
They know what it is.
They know
That's
what it
right.
is.
Anybody
Yeah.
in the oil field
And they're
will know what
selling
it
them
is.
for you guys.
Yeah, they painted them pink. So now everyone they sell, they donate $20 to us.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
they started that, a year and a half, actually. It's been a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're one of our sponsors too. Last year I tried to give them a table for free just for their, contribution, right? And they're like, nope, we're going to pay for sponsorship just like everybody else, and we'll keep doing that separate. And
we'll be there.
yeah. Who else is our sponsor? The Goat is one of our sponsors. They're giving us some really great advertising.
Goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Rock. Yep. And
Oh, and Kenworth.
Yep, McAllister's Mud Jacking.
McAllister Mud Drilling. We have so many sponsors. Like I actually
know,
should have written them out. Like
it's hard. You just go. I hope I don't forget anybody.
Velocity
Yes,
Truck.
Velocity Truck is
Yeah.
another
Yeah.
one.
I think we got them on though.
I think so. I
Well,
think
did I
that's-
see something about you guys have some beer or something?
Oh yes.
yes.
You have to talk. That was
Oh,
Terry's
okay.
brainchild.
Yeah.
Well, I work out at Rolling Green. I've always admired Fourth Meridian's labels and what they do for the community. They have got just an amazing product. So I went to them and said, okay, this is what we do. What can we do with you in order to do some promotion for us? Can we do up a beer of our own? And they're absolutely. So sat down and talked with them, and then we got a hold of TJ. And TJ Altman has been a supporter of us since, I would say, day one.
Oh, absolutely.
He
Day one.
has
Supported
he
the
has
community since day one, too.
absolutely.
Yeah.
TJ
Yeah.
is such a great person in this community. Not just fluffing him because he's done stuff for us. He is an amazing person. And so they had their designer make up a label for us. And Jamie Hoffman is her name. She is an amazing artist. She did a beautiful label up. The cans are going to be available for that night, and they're going to have Fourth Meridian's Bachelor Blonde in them.
Which is my favorite of theirs.
It is a really nice beer. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Did you ever think when you started out, like
That we'd be
16 years ago, you'd have your own
Our own beer.
beer label?
No.
Like your own beer?
Like literally, I literally started this because I just wanted to see if I could walk 60 kilometers. Like I didn't think any of this, like ever.
Yeah, and I came to serve tables a few times. And Brandy and I played ball together for years.
Yeah.
Have known each other for years. So she's like, no, you're joining now. So
Well, no, I didn't. We were cleaning up one day.
You
like
got voluntold too.
exactly.
Well, she's like, I might as well just join your group. I'm like, yes, I guess. Like, you showed up more than some of the people we had working then.
yeah.
So,
yeah, so this will be my 11th year with you guys.
yeah, it was last year,
Yeah.
10th?
Yeah, last year was my 10th.
So if anybody hasn't been before, what's the night like? Like what happens?
Just the best time of your life. And I should mention, we have a local band too this year. They played for us last year for they were like a last minute addition we squeezed in. And everybody was like, you need to hire them. So this year, I hired them. They get a full hour set. It's Block Spuds. So Trent Block Hansen, he's got a group, I think there's 7 of them, and they play mainly rock cover songs. And they are so good, like actually so good. So they're going to kick the night off. Doors open at 7. Show starts at 8. You want to be there when the show starts, for sure. We've got a silent auction going and some really great stuff. Again, community steps up. No questions asked, usually. And then Chronic Rock's going to play a couple sets, 2-hour sets. So throughout the night, it's basically drinking, dancing. We have a incredible, it's called a midnight lunch, but honestly, it was premium
meal.
roast beef meal.
These guys
Yeah.
put on such a great spread here. Like
Lloyd
even
X
just-
Grounds, we should give them a shout out because
Oh,
honestly,
absolutely.
their food, when you order their even smallest menu item, comes hand carved beef. Like, it's incredible.
It is. Yeah.
And dancing. It's just dancing. Have I mentioned dancing multiple times? Like, people are exhausted by the end of the night because it's just a packed dance floor and always begging for them to play more at the end.
Yes. Yeah.
Where do you get tickets?
This year is the easiest way we've ever done it. So we have a link on our website. So ilovealbertaboobs.ca. And you can just scroll down to the bottom. It says buy tickets, or click on the Rock for a Cure page. It says buy tickets.
How much are they?
$60 for a single ticket. That's unreserved seating. If you want a table of 8, so bring 7 of your friends or enemies, whoever you want to party with. Table of 8 is $480.
$480.
Who has enemies these days?
I don't know.
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
but yeah, you bring guys from work, bring a crew,
exactly
whatever you want.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're all on there. You could buy the table of 8 on there. You could buy the tickets. You can do whatever. If you have questions, you can go right on our website, and lots of people have just been doing the contact us and asking questions. So we're always available to answer any questions or help you out. Or
Like, for example, the question we got the other day was non-alcoholic liquor. Are we going to be
Right.
serving non-alcohol drinks? And yes, we absolutely will be. We'll have a full line of coolers, beers, everything that are non-alcohol.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to
Somebody's gotta
cater
drive
to
home.
Yeah.
exactly, and we
Yeah.
try to cater to everyone so that everyone has a good time.
Yeah, and it started a couple of years ago that people were asking, one person in particular was asking for like a non-alcoholic beer, and we're like, yeah, we can get that for you, not a problem. And just over the last few years, I feel like it's more and more. People aren't wanting to drink alcohol, and they're still having a great time.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, we've got lots of stuff for everybody.
Anything I'm forgetting? Anything you want people to know about Rock for a Cure? Or I Love Alberta Boobs?
Come and bring your dancing shoes and a pocket full of money, and we're going to have a
Yes,
great time.
we do love money. Please bring money.
Yeah.
Can you still donate to the auction?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
You can get a hold of any one of us. The information for that is on our Facebook page. You can contact Brandy, myself, any of our board members, and we'll gladly help you out.
Yeah,
with
like
getting
all our info's online. So
Yeah.
just go to our website, ilovealbertaboobs.ca. Our contact info's on there. My cell number's on there.
Okay.
Please don't spam me, but if you have questions, feel free to reach out.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you, ladies.
Yeah,
Thank
well,
you.
thanks for having us. This is amazing.
Oh,
Awesome.
and I hear a little rumor that Brandy hasn't really brought up during this that you'll be joining us this
Yes,
year
I will.
as well.
I
yeah.
forgot about
Yeah, I'll be your MC this year.
Yes,
Yeah,
we're
I'll be
super
your
pumped
MC.
because you've never been to Rockford.
I've
Cure.
never
No.
been. I don't
No,
know how this
we're
has
so
happened.
excited to have you
like
two come
probably
do
because
this.
I was in country radio for years and years and years.
Right.
Probably has something to do with that.
Could have,
But
yeah.
people don't realize is I actually like
You
You
like
like
other
rock-
genres
I
of
love
music?
rock music too. so-
Yeah.
And particularly 80s. you
Yeah.
know,
Oh, yeah.
70s.
You are gonna
well,
have the
70s
best
was
time.
probably the best, then the 80s, and then yeah.
Right.
but, yeah.
No, and we're so thankful to have you guys show up and do this for us.
Yeah.
We
Is
really
Heather
do
coming
appreciate
too?
it.
I think so.
Are you
I
allowing
think
her
so.
to join you?
Well, I can volunteer, or I can be voluntold.
Okay.
That's what I'll tell her. You
Yeah.
can
Excellent.
You can volunteer. You can be voluntold.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're the one that's going to keep us in
But I'll
line
be
for the
but
night.
I'll have the yeah.
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 You keep us on schedule. If I hear Brandy get up here right now, I'll know it's time for me to do
And
my
I
stuff.
usually have her on a very short tether. So
Awesome. Thank you, ladies.
Thank
you
you
for
so
having
much.
us.
Yeah.
March 22nd, Rock for a Cure. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll find out more about these hot tubs here at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Expo Blowout.
How can you help support the oil and gas industry and jobs in Western Canada? The answer is closer than you think. Sell your scrap metals to PWM Steel. PWM sells scrap iron to Evraz, located in Regina. Evraz's #1 customer is the energy sector, building pipes and plates for the oil and gas industry. PWM Steel is your locally owned metal recycler and steel service center in the area. Plus, they're a strong supporter of the community. PWM Steel, your top steel supplier for Alberta and Saskatchewan for 40 years.
At Jason Arnott Associates Cooperators, we're proud to be a top-rated local insurance company that offers flexible solutions and expert advice for all your insurance and investment needs. We'll work with you to tailor your insurance specific to your needs, and we offer investment advice that always puts you first. At Cooperators, one of our core values is to give back to the communities that we live in. Thanks to the support of our clients in Lloydminster and area, in 2023, Jason Arnott Associates has donated $40,000 to local nonprofits, charities, students, athletes, and other special events. How does your insurance company support our community?
It's more than just taxes at L&A CPA. Assurance, accounting, retirement planning, estate planning, business consulting, financial consulting, farm program support, and bookkeeping. But yes, there is always taxes. The team at L&A CPA is committed to helping you achieve your best results and will be there to assist you every step of the way. L&A CPA, with offices in Provost, Vermilion, and Lloydminster.
I'm Brian Zinchuk of PipelineOnline.ca. I used to be a pipeliner, and I've spent the last 15 years reporting on energy in Saskatchewan. PipelineOnline.ca provides comprehensive coverage of light oil, heavy oil, lithium, helium, power production including coal, wind, solar, geothermal, natural gas, and nuclear. There's a lot happening in Saskatchewan's energy sector, and Pipeline Online is there for all of it. No one else comes even close.
Hey, welcome back. We're at the Lloydminster Exhibition today. Specifically, we're in the Culligan Water Building, and we're here today to talk about the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo, which is on until Sunday. And we have Stephen McQuaig with us. Yep. And Stephen was telling me before we even began, he's like, we're so proud to be Canadian. We want everybody to know this is a Canadian company.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, we're based out of Edmonton, and we've been doing the expo now for 4 or 5 years in Lloydminster. We do it in Grand Prairie, Fort Mac, cameras all over the place, and highly successful. I mean, people definitely, I mean, they see the prices locally for hot tubs and other things. Like, it's not just our industry, right? You walk into the grocery store and, you know, here in Lloyd, and you walk into an Edmonton Walmart and see that it's cheaper there, and you're like, well, why? Why am I paying more just because I'm in a small town? And so when we can, you know, come out here with an Edmonton deal on a product, but bring it to the customer here in Lloyd, everybody seems to be fairly receptive to that and loving it. Like, we deliver the hot tubs here, we service the hot tubs here, and it's been a good thing, and people seem to like it. So
there's a variety of reasons why people look at hot tubs, isn't there? Oh, it's not just for comfort. Sometimes you need it for your back. I've known a lot of people who are like, what are you doing today? Well, I'm going to the Bioclean Aquatic Center because my back hurts.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, there's a variety of reasons, be it, you know, health reasons, you know, sleeping better, feeling better, like you said, the muscle and joints feel better. But it's also the fun side. Like, I have 2 kids, they're 4 and 6, and the hot tub's is their favorite thing in the world, especially winter. There's not a lot to do with young kids in this province unless, you know, you want to take them skating or to the ski hill every day. There's not a lot of fun to be had for that age group, right? So to be able to have, you know, the beach at home every day is fantastic for them. Like, we set up, you know, a projector that shoots on our cover. We do hockey games in the hot tub. We do movie nights in the hot tub. We do all of it. So,
oh, I never thought of that.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all about the extra stuff that you can kind of pack into it. So
when you're looking at your backyard and you're like, where do you even begin, Stephen? Like, where do you even start when you're like, you know what, I've been thinking about doing this, but
planning a spot is the best place to start, right? Whether it's, you know, you got a back deck and you want to put something on it or beside it, or, you know, planning that spot is the great place to start, because then you have an idea of what you can fit in there, right? Like, people walk in, they're like, you know, I have a small backyard, what can I do? And I'm like, well, we have everything from a 2-person, you know, small little hot tub up to, you can see behind me, like the giant swim spots, right? So if you're sitting there looking at, you know, 80 acres and you're like, well, I don't really have any limits, right?
Yeah, no problem.
The options are endless. You could look at the whole room. If you want a small tub, that's, you know, we have that. And if you want something for the family, we've got that. And then, you know, if you want to go swimming every day, we got that too. So,
well, and the other thing is, you'll notice when you come in, there's prices on everything.
Yeah, for the most part, we have, you know, the tags on every tub, and, you know, feel free, bring the family. You can browse yourself, or like, I've got tons of guys here that are more than happy to answer questions, you know, show you the difference between models or between brands. We have 5 brands on the floor, so that's huge. And you can kind of compare and contrast all in one place. Like, a lot of businesses, you know, you walk into one dealer and they only sell one brand, and of course they're going to have the best brand in the world, right? Nobody's ever walked into a place and the sales guy says, well, you know, we've got the 4th best brand going.
Right.
No sales guy's ever going to tell you that, right?
I've never heard of that. Yeah.
At the end of the day, you can walk in here and you can see, you know, Master Spas, who is the industry leader right now. From a construction standpoint, their shell is incredibly thick. Their insulation is the top of the industry right now. You know, their water care system, the tub is incredibly easy to maintain. You know, all these things that people worry about, you know, how high is my electrical bill going to go? Am I going to just have a constant headache chasing chemicals? Well, all of these things are a thing of the past, right? So,
yeah, maintaining, I think, would be
yes
something that people go, I don't know if I can maintain it, but it is becoming easier.
Mindlessly, yes.
Really?
Yes, yeah, like, you know,
that's a big statement, because a lot of people are like, I don't know if I can do it.
Well, and a lot of people have that stigma of the 20 years ago hot tub, right, where it was, you know, you would pretty much have to have a chemistry degree to own a hot tub. You had to be out there testing it every day, and if anything fell off, like it was like a fish tank. Once it falls off, it's hard to bring it back, right? But nowadays, these tubs are so smart. It's like literally your smartphone in your pocket. You have the internet at your fingers. Well, this hot tub is constantly cleaning itself. It's constantly filtering. It's got, mineral filters built in that are going to get rid of the chemical out of the water rather than you having to add to it, right? So it is much, much easier. Like, the stigma is a thing of the past. They're not hard to maintain. They're not going to use a massive amount of power. Like my tub, I think my bill went up $25 a month. So
when you buy, like, you come down, you pick out a hot tub, you're like, this is the one I want, you buy it, everything. Does your involvement end there?
No, God, no. Outside of helping with the tub selection and going through the different options, we have stuff in stock, but some people want something that's theirs, right? They want to pick colors, they want to pick features, they want to pick, okay, this is my light package, this is my sound system, I can get all these different things. And that's great. We'll help with that. Once the tub comes in, or if it's an in-stock tub, we do the delivery and setups. We have our own service team that can come out and service the hot tub if there's ever any issues with it or anything like that. So
you mentioned in the country, like, a lot of guys are like, well, I can do it myself, sort of thing.
100%. And
like, I can pick it up.
Absolutely. And I'm one of those guys, right? Like, I like to think that I'm half technical. So, when something goes wrong with my tub, as long as the parts are readily available, I can easily pop a panel off my tub, see that, okay, I got to change a pump, or I got a little jet line leak or something, whatever it is. It's easy enough to get into that tub. We can ship the part. We can have it at your door within 48 hours, kind of thing. Shipping companies, everybody's seen Amazon. They know how fast stuff can get to your door, right? Yeah. So it's not a problem shipping out the parts if somebody wants to handle that themselves. But at the same time, the tubs do have a warranty that includes parts, it includes labor, it includes all these things.
So I might have a dumb question here. This swim spa here,
yes,
like right behind us here.
Yes.
It's got these massive jets on it.
Yeah.
Is that for, like, you swim against
full on
them?
swim. There's no, like, a lot of swim spas, you have to be tethered in, which just stops you from shifting side to side while you're trying to swim. There's no tether required in master spa swim spas. That is kind of their calling card, is that you can get in and swim this tub without having to be tethered to it, which kind of takes away the challenge, right? Like, when you're tethered to a tub, you could lay there like a dead fish, you're not going anywhere. Right. There's no challenge involved. But when you're having to do that free swim, it is more like if you were to go to the rec center and you're going to go do a lane swim. That's what these are built for.
Okay, right. This one has a hot tub in it too.
Yes.
That's pretty awesome.
This one is beyond crazy. So
it's the baby. Is this
This is the top of the top of the top. Yes. So you have your swim spa end where you can have it at 80, 85 degrees, whatever's comfy for swimming. Everybody has their preference there. I like to swim cold. You might not, right? Yep. So you can set that side for whatever you want, and then you can constantly have the hot tub side at 100 or 104, whatever you like the hot tub at. So 2 different temperatures at the same time.
Okay, you mentioned something like you can have it cold. Cold plunges have become popular. Why have they become so popular?
It's the health benefits side, right? Like, the benefits are endless. You could Google it. There's a mile-long list of the benefits of a cold plunge. But
like going from hot to cold, or
just generally the cold itself. Like, hot to cold is always going to be beneficial as well, but just the cold side, like the muscle recovery, the brown fat promotion, all the other stuff that comes with it, you get that in a little compact unit that you don't need to carry buckets of ice out to yourself. Right, it's always a nice, like, I've got tons of customers who are like, it's easy enough to just carry a bucket of ice out to the horse trough and call it a day. And I'm like, that's all fine and dandy if you want to do that every day. Yeah, 100% it does. But when you can have that in a little, like, we have, again, the Michael Phelps unit that goes all the way from 40 Fahrenheit up to 104 Fahrenheit. So you kind of have that best of both worlds where, you can get in, get that cold therapy, crank it up to 104, and by that evening you're ready for a little one-person hot tub. Right. So you get the best of both in one nice, easy package.
So I keep hearing that's popular. Is it popular?
Hugely, yes.
It is, eh?
Yeah, especially among anybody that's working out, any sort of athlete, like anything where you're exerting those muscles, joints, even having like physical jobs, right? Like your muscles or joints are sore at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That cold water therapy is wildly beneficial. Yeah.
Okay, here's another dumb question, okay? This is
There's never dumb questions.
How do I get in?
Plenty of dumb answers.
How do I get in it?
We have a very large set of stairs for the swim spot. Yes, yeah. I mean, a lot of people
like this one has stairs that go like right down in from the hot tub.
Yes,
it's absolutely gorgeous. You need to come out and see it for yourself.
Yeah,
I did do a little bit of video, but you got to come see it.
Yeah, they're amazing. And yeah, we do have a matching set of stairs for the outside. I don't bring them to the shows just because we'll get a lot of kids trying to jump in there, and I don't want anybody getting hurt without the water in the tub. So we just put up a set of hot tub stairs so you can see in, but not necessarily get in. I mean, if somebody wants to hop in, feel free. I'm not going to stop that. But yeah, there a lot of people too will want to put them, you know, up beside a deck or something just for easy entry. So you have options for sure.
Okay, it's not just hot tubs. You got chairs here.
Yeah, we do the massage chairs. We do the cold plunges. Obviously, hot tubs aplenty. We have over 30 models on the floor here from the, like I said, 5 brands. Infrared sauna technology. You've got, like you said, the massage chairs. We do some umbrella stuff. So, yeah, lots to look at.
Financing. Let's talk about financing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I manage the finance department. You know, rates are, as everybody knows, not exactly a shining star of any
product.
Any product, right? So, you know, we work with Finance It. I have a very close relationship with my rep with them, and he is fantastic to us. We do a lot of volume, over 2,600 units a year, and so that gives me a lot more negotiating power when it comes to rates. Like when you walk into your local dealer and they're saying, well, you know, the rate's 13-14% on a hot tub. And you can walk in here and I can tell you, well, you know, if you want some longer terms, we've got the 7.9s and, you know, approximately half of what you're going to pay with a local dealer. Or if you want some shorter terms, I have as low as 0%. So that is definitely an option. It's doable. You know, it makes it a lot more affordable upfront when you can look at a gorgeous hot tub and be like, wow, I love this thing. And then you look at the price tag and you're like, ooh, right? Maybe that's a little too much hot tub for what I was thinking. But when you can take that same tub and be like, okay, but my payment's only, you know, $72 or $73 every 2 weeks, and it's open-ended, so I can buy it out whenever I want. So if I've got some extra cash, I can throw it at the loan, pay it off years sooner, and mitigate all that interest. It's a good option, right?
No, when I think about hot tubs, like there was a time when hot tubs were in houses. That's not such a thing anymore.
Not so much anymore. It does happen. Like I have a customer in Edmonton who has one of our 18-foot swim spas and an 8x8 hot tub. He was custom building the home, built a whole separate wing with a whole separate room where we essentially on the build craned in this swim spa and this hot tub. But if it's not done at that point, it becomes tough to do.
What about saunas?
Definitely doable inside. They're all like, they come semi prefabbed, like they're all in panels. And it literally goes together like a box, clips together, very easy to set up. Like me and one delivery guy did it in about 20 minutes, brand new out of the box. So
that's easy. Another product you have here.
100%.
As well.
Yep.
So anything I'm forgetting, Stephen, that you want people to know? Oh, hours. What?
10 to 7. We do Thursday through Sunday, 10 to 7 every day. I'm not changing them. We've always done it that way, and it seems to work. People seem to like it. So.
And you mentioned like a couple of days to get your tub, for most cases.
Depends what it is. If it's an in-stock tub, you know, my guys will be here on Sunday to tear on the show, and we're not opposed to doing pickups or deliveries at the end of the show. You know, if it's something custom ordered, depending on which brand, it could be, you know, a couple weeks. It could be 6 to 8 on the long side if it was, you know, crazy busy. They don't have anything started yet, but
right, and that's where you're getting into your colors and
100%. Yeah, like you're talking custom order at that point.
Right.
So,
okay. Anything else I'm forgetting?
I don't think so.
Once again, in the Culligan building in the Lloydminster Exhibition, 10 to 7.
Yep.
Every day through till Sunday, and you're going to love that the prices are so easy, and these guys are easy to talk to too. That's the other thing that you're going to.
We like to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're going to find they're easy to talk to, and once again, very Canadian as well. And I 100%. Asked you about Canadian products for hot tubs, and you're like, well, they're hard to find, but we, you know.
Yeah, we're like I said, Canadian owned and operated. We've been open over 30 years. We've been doing the expo here for 5. You know, even previous to that, we used to come out and do the showcase with a smaller booth, like the spring showcase. I think it's the sport and leisure show now. I just, you know, when we can only come and do 6 or 8 different tubs in a booth of that size, it kind of limits my options. And so we decided, you know what, we're going to take the whole room, and that way I can bring literally everything that I deal with.
Right.
Every model, every option, everything is here. So.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks, Stephen.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
The Hot Tub Swim Spa Blowout Expo on until Sunday here at the Lloydminster Exhibition. We're back at the Lloydminster Exhibition tomorrow. We'll be here for the Border City Collectors Show and Sale.